Well, Shirley McClellan Water Commission provides water to the communities in east central Alberta at the present time, from Stettler to Concert. In the future, we hope to go north to Donelda and Bashaw and down to Big Valley, which is in the progress right now.
Of course, the number one priority was to go from the Red Deer River to Consort was the number one priority. Then the next two priorities were identified as Donelda and Big Valley, and they both had the same priority level. This year, when they were going through the Water for Life grant funding strategy, they believed at that time that Big Valley was the largest priority, so therefore we got the funding to do it.
Under the Water for Life program, Alberta's strategy for sustainability, Alberta Environment conducted a detailed assessment of over 500 waterworks systems in 2003 and 4. Providing regional water pipelines with upgraded central treatment facilities as Stettlers was selected as the best option for the province. As a result, the Alberta government provided special funding under the Water for Life program that provided 90% of the costs to establish these regional systems.
Well, the Water for Life grant strategy only came in basically when the boom hit Alberta. You know, that was one of the first grants that came along at 90%. It's huge. Most grants are 75, 50%, some of them are only 40%. This enables you to take a project of this size and be able to complete it. Big Valley, I think, is just very fortunate that they were chosen to get this extension of the water line, because it's not going to cost them anything for the installation.
The last time regional funding was established was in the late 70s and early 80s. Again, the Alberta government seized the opportunity in the mid-2000s to establish another regional water funding program.
Well, back in 1994, when I worked at the Village of Big Valley, the mandate came down from the provincial government that all well water had to be chlorinated. So at that time, we put in a chlorination plant and had to get rid of some wells that were of very poor quality, lots of H2S. So we went and we drilled several wells all around the Village of Big Valley, and we're only able to find a significant water source out on along Highway 56 where the chlorination plant is, and that would provide enough water that could maintain that population.
Concerns have also been raised by Alberta Environment on the location of these wells, which are in a low marsh area located just north of the village. Enhanced treatment may be required at some time as a result of the uncontrolled watershed area.
You run into some areas, they got to go 500, 600, 700 feet to get a gallon or a gallon and a half a minute that is not good water. So, you know, if you have a guaranteed source of water, it would be great.
The water treatment plant has recently completed major upgrades. Our upgrades included increasing our capacity, changing the way we treat the water. We went from a chlorine system to a chloramination system. And it's important when we are servicing a regional system that we ensure the integrity of the water is maintained from the plant all the way through the entire pipelines.
The water intended for the Village of Big Valley starts in the Red Deer River. It is treated at the Stettler Water Treatment Plant on the banks of the Red Deer River. The water is then moved through a transmission main to the Shirley McClellan Regional Water Services Commission Water Transfer Station. The water will be repumped at that station and proceed along the alignment to the Village of Big Valley. The alignment is intended to be within the Shirley McClellan right-of-way until Range Road 202, at which point it will proceed southward along Range Road 202 to Township Road 354. There's a slight eastwardly diversion at Township Road 354 to put us on the alignment of Range Road 201 entering the Village of Big Valley.
You know, I just think it just is a tremendous opportunity for Big Valley, and Big Valley has the opportunity to grow, and you know, they could just explode if everything comes together for them.
Well, in east central Alberta, in Castor East, our water was poor quality. In some of the towns we were using well water, and it did not meet the specifications for sodium content and other things in the water. So with this new water, we have clean water that is up to the provincial standards. The biggest thing, we have the volume necessary. We never had the volume before. We were rationing water in our small communities.
There are currently well over 200 municipalities that are on regional water and countless rural customers being supplied by regional water lines throughout the entire province.
All the rural people where the line is going by or within so many kilometers, they have the opportunity to hook up too. And I know I just drilled a well about 3 years ago, and it's not cheap by the time you get the well drilled and re-hooked up and everything. And the same there, it could collapse on you any day. Whereas the pipeline, if it collapses, the county looks after it and make sure you have water.
Big Valley has had some problems with boil water advisories because of the quality of their water, breakage in their lines, and so I think they were just hoping to be able to get the water line down there and get things back to normal as quickly as possible.
Town of Stettler has had a very good record of producing water. In the 27 years we've been operating the water treatment plant, we've only had one boil water advisory. This August, there was a small algae bloom in our raw water reservoir at the water treatment plant. The town pumps its water directly from the Red Deer River, and the water quality in the Red Deer River varies during the year. And at some point this summer, some of the algae got into the raw water reservoir and bloomed. And although the taste and the odor of the water was unpleasant, it's important to understand that the water quality that we sent was not harmed in any way. And we know this because we did additional testing over and above what we normally do.
I think they'll have better quality water, and it's still at a reasonable price. That's like we're paying $1.75 a cubic meter, and then each municipality decides what they want to charge above that cost.
But from the Shirley-McClellan Water Commission standpoint, that water is all, the rate is regulated by the EUB, so no one can put through a huge rate increase without it being approved first, and that's why it's set up so that, you know, the town of Stettler or the commission couldn't come in and all of a sudden charge an exorbitant amount of money for the water. Looking at the rural water that's been hooked up in the county of Stettler the last year, I'm seeing most residents, even with a $20 flat rate that the county charges for administration and upkeep, even their metered water, their total water costs are running between $35 and $50. That's pretty reasonable for good quality water.
Well, I don't think that we can have a really good life without a good quality water. It's very important to have a safe water supply, and we know what happens if they don't.
Well, just be without it for a week, and yeah, you just can't do nothing if your water supply is not there. You're just at a standstill, whether it's just for your house and your shop, or especially if you have livestock. So for the rural guys, it's great.
And what I think is really unique about this project is the pumps that are going to go on the reservoir, because anytime there was a huge fire or you wanted to use a bunch of water to wash out the arena after the annual rodeo down there, you had to be very careful how much water you took out of the reservoir, because if you dropped the level in the tower, the upper avenues within the village started to lose pressure and started to lose water, and it took so long to get that back. So with the pumps regulating it, I think it's just going to be great. You know, you're going to be able to always have a shower and the pressure's going to be there.